After an action-packed weekend, the $250,000 My Team Unlimited tournament has officially been dwindled down to 2 finalists.
The best of the best battle it out, and here's how it all went down.
Scott Cole with you. We got 32 of the best players across Xbox and PlayStation 4.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. DA, it's all.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden has led the league in points per game.
DA, he is dangerous in both facets. He's hard to stop. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the small forward position. And looking at the Nets, Joe Harris is out there with Durant, then it's Jordan, then it's Harden, and it's Irving at the 2 spot. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Here's Simmons, Embiid. It's good on the putback.
Boy, that long reach of Embiid's paying dividends there, guys. An absolute machine on the offensive glass.
Durant kicks to Harden. For both teams tonight, Clark, unbelievable talent up front.
Agreed. And, you know, in the trenches, in the paint is where this one's going to be decided. It's going to be won or lost there. And that's not something we say very often in this day and age with the three-point shooting, the small ball, the spacing of the floor, the pick and roll action. But it'll be different tonight. Right now, Simmons is a question with no answer, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Embiid, and Jordan sends it back.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
And it's blocked by Simmons. They get it back, and a wide-open hook for Irving. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons. His age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Here's Jordan after Ben Simmons' bucket. Offensive rebound out to KD. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harden can't hit. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Simmons dishes to Embiid. And then jammed down as he goes right over DeAndre Jordan.
And you guys know JoJo loves busting out these dunks. What an athlete.
And here we go. 76ers running again. Here's Simmons with the second effort. And it's Embiid scoring on a gorgeous play. Embiid's got 6.
And you know what? He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty when it comes to really fighting on the backboard.
Yeah, we call those winning plays, particularly when you're doing it with the kind of effort he does. I mean, those kinds of hustle plays, it'll be interesting to see what he's got left in his tank because he usually makes a bunch of those.
Now here's Embiid. 23 points for him the last game against Dallas.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
Here's Curry with the 3. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Ultra impressive, guys. Caught them off guard, and they've taken the momentum in this game now.
Here is Harden. A 20-point game for him in the win against Orlando.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Here's Simmons. James Harden picking up that last basket. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on James Harden.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
And Simmons slams it in.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Shamet. He's coming off a 19-point game against Orlando. Durant, up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
He gets that one.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Durant, the pass to Green. And the layup's good off the glass. Green's got his second basket.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
Tips it up. And Howard with the second chance points. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a... And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny.
For me, it comes with blocking criticism from people.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the 76ers have been rolling along, haven't they?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
We've got Brown. Luwawu is out there with Durant. Then there's Green, and it's Shamet in at the point guard position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Brown dishes to KD. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Yep, that one goes in there.
Boy, if you allow Durant that look, he's going to punish you. I mean, it's that simple.
Here's Maxey. And it's Thibault in the corner. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
So for the Nets, Jordan comes in for Kevin Durant. And Irving subbed in for Landry Shamet. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Korkmaz. Irving surveying the floor. Shoots from 12. Outside Jordan, just 5 on the clock. Here's Luwawu. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The 76ers leading by 9. Thibault, the pass to Embiid. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Jeff Green picks one up.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate. clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive too.
On its way from Irving for two, and Philadelphia grabs the miss.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Embiid against Harden. And the rejection by Harden. The kick out to Irving. And the pass to Green. Back to Irving. It's Jordan on the wing. Here's Harden. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night. Curry against Jordan. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. And Philadelphia making a change here. Simmons is checked in. Now Curry. He had 15 points last outing. Embiid trying to break loose. Curry gets the bucket.
Hey, when Seth Curry sees holes in the defense, he pounces on them.
Irving for three. Again, Irving missing.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
And Simmons kicks to Curry. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Nice body control by Seth Curry. I mean, he's so good at fending off defenders on the way up.
Here's Irving. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Irving's got 5.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Irving against Curry. And that one's good. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
You can't allow Irving that look. You just can't give him that. He's too talented a player.
In the corner, it's Harris. Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Count that one.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Embiid. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Irving passes to Harris. To the paint, Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
He made it! He caught it!
Big time!
Wow!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an impossible shot.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Jones. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and 1 block. He came in with... And that...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. Robertson finds Green. Nets passing it around. Curry with the steal. Simmons with it. 14 points for him. Embiid in the corner. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
You know, one thing you got to love about Embiid is how unselfish he is. I mean, he's pretty good at spotting open teammates.
Brown outside. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Brown's got his first 2 points of the night. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Irving for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
As dead-eye and outside shooter that we have in the league, Irving has the ability to scorch you from there.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Dwight Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Harris. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. Here's Maxey. Lays it up off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 15.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now here is Harris, defended by Thybulle. And here's Harden. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
The 76ers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Now here is Irving, defended by Thybulle. The shot's good from Irving. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, you know, on some nights, Irving just unguardable, and that's when you just keep letting him do his thing.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Good on the bucket. 6 points for Howard.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Durant feeling it out a bit. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thybulle, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball. Great length and speed and athleticism. He's a terror defensively. You know, Jordan's size is part of the reason why he draws as many fouls as he does. They just have a tough time getting through his body without fouling.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And they've increased their percentage quite a bit since last season, guys.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And Landry Shamet subbed in for James Harden. We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. Pass to Maxey. Inside. And it's slammed in by Howard.
To me, this is Howard's specialty. This is his bread and butter thing here. We all know this guy loves to throw it down whenever he can. And he's pretty good at it.
Jordan kicks to Durant. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Passes it to Milton. The pass to Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Maxey's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Boy, the elevation from Durant should come as no surprise there. I mean, he's dangerous above the rim, and he can go way above it too, folks.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 8. There's 21 seconds left in the 3rd. Here's Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Here's Howard, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Nice job that time using that strong body of his inside. Once Howard has positioning, I think you got to wrap him up.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good, Howard. No good on the second free throw.
You know what? Still a consistent double-double threat every game is Howard, wanting to prove how valuable he is.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Luwawu. Durant is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. And it's Shamet in at the 1 spot. Lays it up and banks it in. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Green dishes to Howard. Down low. Curry passes to Embiid. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. James Harden, he's checked in for the Nets. Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Back to Green. Embiid is at the elbow. Clock at 4. The rebound by Harden. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. Green, the pass to KD. There's the 3. They get it back. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Never say never with KD. He's fighting hard to protect their possession with a little help from that wingspan that goes on forever.
Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
Here's Curry. Pass to Green. Curry against Brown. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Curry against Brown. Outside Curry. A second chance effort. Embiid finds Curry. Harris outside. Back to Curry. Over Brown. Harris passes to Green. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. They grab their own miss. Green with the block. And he recovers it. Nets trail by 20. In transition, here come the Nets. Brown outside. In the corner, it's Harris. Brown dishes to Harden. Embiid with the steal. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Back to Green. Outside, Simmons. And Curry has it in the corner. Simmons inside. Brown on him. 2 on the clock. Shoots it. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the 76ers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
They've got one more game left against them, and there's no doubt they'll use this as a jumping-off point to take another game off them later in the year. At least that's the plan.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Joel Embiid.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
Curry deciding where to go with it. The putback, and Embiid is right there.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. KD passes to Green. The kick out to Brown. From downtown, drills the three-pointer. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Green fires from way outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to...
Let's talk about round 2 in the Xbox bracket. Jomar and Ty Debo both advanced with double-digit victories, while defense to offense overcame a double-digit fourth quarter deficit to win by 2.
Oh, he gets it to go!
In round 2 of the PlayStation bracket, Onus put an end to Luckashot's Cinderella run.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Danilo Gallinari.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the 3. And for the Hawks, Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Young and Herter make up the back, and it's Capella in at the center position. Young looking around. To the middle. And there's Collins on the assist by Young. And this is the time of year when teams can start to lose their focus just a little bit. How tough is it, do you think, to stay motivated at this stage of a long season?
Well, teams who have big aspirations, Kevin, aren't suffering through any of this. The other teams that are trying to be acutely aware of the potential of their team are watching their players very intently as to whether their focus can be maintained during the next 2 to 3 weeks of this season.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile One block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Young with no one around. From outside off the mark. 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Throw it down, young fella. Simmons is explosive and without a doubt one of my favorite dunkers.
Young drives in, and he converts the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Pass to Green. Back to Simmons. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Simmons got his second basket of the game.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Here's Young, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
You just can't take Trae Young lightly from anywhere on the floor. These kind of shots will help him get into a rhythm.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
Pull-up jumper. Again, Young missing. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength. Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Young for 3. Again, Young missing. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
Shots good from Young.
And Trae Young will bury threes in bunches. So effortless.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Outside Curry. Second chance shot. Embiid hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Embiid's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
That one goes. Count it.
Well, this guy keeps learning from each and every coverage on the pick and roll. Trae Young getting some serious chops playing out of that set.
Simmons passes to Embiid. Outside Curry. Fires for 3. And the 76ers get it back. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
A substantial, towering presence. Simmons creates second chance opportunities night in and night out.
Here's Young. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Simmons dishes to Embiid. Back to Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. It's Curry outside. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
They hurt her at 6'7", able to get in there and get after the offensive rebound.
Up top, Embiid. And there's the call on Kevin Huerter. That is his first foul of the game. There's 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Thibault. Now, here's Maxey. Guarded closely. No good from Howard.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for the Philadelphia 76ers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Hawks, Okongwu is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Reddish. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Young in at the 2-guard. And it's Rondo in the corner. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space. And that time, credit him with the assist.
Here's Thibault, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game right now. Free throw drops in there for Thibault. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. One up, one down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
That one goes in. Rondo's got 4 this quarter.
Can't guard Rondo lightly. Even from inside, he's capable of finding a way to get to a shooting window and score.
Got a hand on it. And he makes good on the layup. And now just a 3-point Philadelphia lead.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick, going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary. It's awesome to see Gallinari get involved in the offense with a solid pass like that.
To the paint, it's tipped. Here's Mays. Outside Rondo. And there's the feed to Okongwu. That's tipped. Now Thibault. It's good.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Rondo looking over the floor. Pass to Mays. Back to Rondo. Hawks passing it around. And there's the pass to Mays. 6 to shoot. From deep, Gallinari. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Mays. Finished off the break. Mays has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Thrown back. Here's Rondo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Rondo playing with great energy right now, putting the defense in some very difficult spots.
So for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu, and Collins subbed in for Gallinari. And here's Simmons, he'll bring it up for the 76ers. Victory eluded them last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
Mays. Rebound by the 76ers. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers and start a 3-game homestand with that game. A nice shot by Harris.
Oh, Tobias just going strong that time.
Outside Rondo. Capella kicks to Collins. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Joel, you got the lead, so how do you build on that as the game continues?
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. It was Joel Embiid who got hot in the first. He had 10 points, and this talented 76ers team. And that'll...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3. It's good.
Herter showing off the fact that he has a float game as well.
The 76ers lead. And here is Simmons. Goes up. Here's Embiid. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
And now here comes Young leading the break. Shoots over Curry. Count it. And the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Young.
He just gets this offense going. Young operating in the mid-range this time.
It's stolen by Capella. And here we go. Hawks running again. A big dunk at the end of the break.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Simmons inside. He's guarded by Collins. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul for the Hawks. Okongwu comes in for Clint Capella. And it's Gallinari in for John Collins. The 76ers also with a sub. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Milton, the basket good off the assist from Simmons. Milton's got his second basket of the night.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has, a guy that wants to get his team involved.
And he gets the bucket.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half, coming out on fire.
Here's Milton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school. And it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Well, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
The shot by Okongwu, no good. And here comes the break. Thibault can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 5. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. 2 points. That one goes.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Now, here's Maxey. Not a lot of room. And stolen by Okongwu. And here's the fast break. Here's Mays. That one, no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. Now here's Embiid. 13 points in the game. Thibault on the wing. 76ers moving the ball around. It's good again, and the next one, 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And guys, we've become accustomed to this. Embiid's a dynamic scorer who's comfortable shouldering the offensive load.
Rondo passes to Gallinari. Keeps Keeps it alive, and Embiid pulls it down. Philadelphia leading by 5. Here's Milton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And the first one drops. So both teams making some changes here. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Embiid with the steal. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Curry. Pass to Maxey. Rondo with the steal. Here's Gallinari. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
On the wing, Milton. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists tonight. The third quarter comes to a close. 76ers lead by 7. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. 7-point differential. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
This is Trae Young's game right there. Rise and fire. And these shots are helping out the offense.
On the wing, Harris to the inside. Here's Howard. Harris finds Simmons. Young against Green. Back to Simmons. And he banks in the layup.
And loves to operate around the rim. Simmons' tall frame helps him to beat defenders.
Young dishes to Capella. In the corner. Herter with it. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Howard's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Passes it to Curry. Back to Simmons. 4 on the clock. Here's Howard. Outside for Curry. For 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
The offensive rebound, Collins. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Yeah, the way you keep plays alive is with some effort, and John Collins giving it to you.
Simmons with it. From 11 feet away, Reddish grabs the rebound. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Young finds Collins. And finished off by Collins.
So unselfish there. Young doing a good job of finding the open man.
Over in the corner, Green. Inside. Outside for Curry. Pass to Simmons. Here's Embiid. Back to Simmons. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The 76ers with another miss. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. That ties the game. Collins has got 6 points in the quarter.
And after all that time, finally, they've been able to tie it up here in the fourth quarter. What a comeback and what a finish we have in store.
It's amazing to think of what they've done here, being behind so long. Now they have a legitimate chance to win this thing.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Collins kicks to Young. A three-pointer is right on target. Young's got the lead up to 1 now for Atlanta.
Trae Young stepping up and delivering in a big-time moment.
On the wing, Harris. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Embiid the bucket on the assist from Tobias Harris. And that's 19 points for Joel Embiid. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Over in the corner, Reddish. Back to Young. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Young's got the lead. Back up to 1 now for Atlanta. On the way, Harris. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it. And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to listen in on what Lloyd Pierce was saying to the team. He said to them, that's the kind of effort we need to bring every night. We're right in this thing, but it's going to take sustained effort to close it out. Now let's bring it home. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They lead by 1. Here's Embiid. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Kicks it out to Collins. .30 seconds left in the game. Young pass to Collins. To the paint, Embiid with the steal. Here's Simmons. Yes!
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
The Hawks again can't hit. Puts one up from 19. Good! And now a 7-point Philadelphia lead. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
Directly points to things that happened recently with us in the bubble, with the boycott. Seeing that it was done before by someone as great as Elgin made us all the more comfortable with really going out there and standing up for what's right. Elgin helped me understand that my career wouldn't be punished for doing what's right, and that this situation wouldn't be.
And the 76ers showing off their style as they arrived at the... And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
Yeah, and looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with DJ Augustin, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Curry against DiVincenzo. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Back to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Philadelphia. Milwaukee shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting. Just about 73%.
On the wing, Green. Outside, Simmons. It's Curry outside. Ball's knocked loose. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Here's Simmons following the bucket by the Bucks. Embiid dishes to Green. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year? We're mid-season.
You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP at the start of the season. You know,
yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out.
Well, throughout Harris's career, he has worked on building up his body, putting that added strength to good use on these tough finishes.
Antetokounmpo passes to Augustine. Kicks it down to Middleton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. No good with the triple. 76ers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Curry on the wing. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Outside, Simmons. And Middleton with the block. That's in. Augustine with the assist.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Simmons passes to Harris. Back to Simmons. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Augustine. Then for the 76ers, Shake Milton comes in for Curry, and Maxey subbed in for Danny Green. Now, here's Antetokounmpo coming off a stellar performance against New Orleans.
He's using all that size in the paint. Lopez, he's always excelled when he capitalizes in this area of the court.
Here's Simmons. They trail by 6. Pass to Embiid. It's Solomon to Antetokounmpo. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Forbes. No good on the 3. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
And when the bench steps up, it takes pressure off the starters. And they stepped up big in that game.
Here's Yacht. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Now, here's Maxey. On the wing, Harris. And just miss after miss right now. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
And stolen by Harris. And now, Philadelphia on the break. A shot by Milton, no good.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Oh, man, you just want to go find some place to hide, man. It's almost impossible to miss that.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Simmons. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried.
And this is a shot Simmons has to make on a consistent basis. I mean, it's encouraging to see him knock it down.
And so it's Milwaukee in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was asked about his goals this past.
For me personally,
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Craig in at the three. And that one drops. Giannis has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Milwaukee.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Portis trying to free himself. Antetokounmpo, no good. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Bucks. Augustine comes in for Bryn Forbes. Then for the 76ers, Green comes in for Shake Milton. And Curry subbed in for Maxey. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. The pass to Connaughton. Here's Craig. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Good on the shot. Portis has got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to Green. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
Bucks leading by 10. Here's Craig. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. To the left side wing. He kicks to Augustine. Here's Connaughton. Off target from outside. The 76ers trail by 10. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof.
Wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And it's Augustine. It's out the key to the middle. Here's Craig. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Out left to the wing. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Curry. The Bucks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And Augustine kicks to DiVincenzo. Now Augustine, he's still scoreless so far in this one. DiVincenzo can't hit it. The 76ers trail by 7. Down low, here's Korkmaz, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Curry passes to Thibault. Korkmaz kicks to Green. Here's Curry with the three. Buries it from three-point range. Curry's got 5 now.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He can be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Passes to Connaughton to the wing on the left. Portis, the pass to Connaughton. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Bucks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Torrey Craig. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo.
And this helps build chemistry. Lopez looking to share the ball wherever he can.
Pass to Simmons. Back to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Look, I love how Simmons makes his teammates better. He's consistent at looking to get them going.
Now the pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Forbes. No good on the triple. A 3 from Simmons, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Okay, David, much appreciated, and now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They have a 5-point lead.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the small forward position. DiVincenzo kicks to Antetokounmpo. The shot, no good. Good D by Embiid, and there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And here's Green, he'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. A 2-point game. Outside Curry for the lead. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Kicks it down to Middleton. Fires the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Harris. To the inside. Embiid inside. Lopez covering. Just 4 to shoot. Embiid inside. Lopez is there. Here's Simmons. And it's all evened up. Simmons got his second basket of the night.
Oh, the physicality of Simmons on display. Showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Passes it to DiVincenzo. Inside. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Pass to DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got his 4th assist in this one.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo has evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
And a deep 3 from Curry. No good with the tip.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Oh, and he went for the 2-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Back to Green. Outside Curry. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that part.
Over to the wing. Here's Maxey. And contact on the shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Portis has got 9.
What intensity on the glass from Portis, a junkyard dog. He worked so hard for the second chance opportunities.
Here's Maxey, and he makes that one. Maxey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Craig passes to Forbes. Connaughton kicks to Forbes. Howard with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Maxey. Second shot opportunity. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. He has 6.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Milwaukee in the lead. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Connaughton passes to Craig, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. A different look for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton comes in for Brook Lopez. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Bryn Forbes. Augustine passes to Middleton. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Thibault. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Torrey Craig. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Harris comes in for Korkmaz. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Antetokounmpo. Some solid defense from Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 1. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Augustine from outside, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. 76ers lead by 1. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with DJ Augustin. And it's Lopez in at the 5. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
And this is a testament to the concentration Embiid possesses. I mean, he's able to finish despite getting bodied up.
Middleton for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Green passes to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Curry kicks to Harris. Back to Curry. From deep. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists in the game.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
And stolen by Harris. Outside Curry. Harris passes to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Getting off the ground fast. Embiid is an absolute animal when it comes to hammering it home.
Out to the right wing. Augustine passes to Lopez. Middleton for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. The 76ers leading by 8. In the corner, it's Harris. Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Such an impressive athlete. The way Simmons moves on the drive is so natural and under control.
Giannis high post. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go home.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Outside Curry. And the pass to Harris. Lets it go with a 3. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Bucks.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Outside Green. On the wing, Harris. Lopez covering. Outside Curry. Pass to Green. 5 to shoot. Harris outside. Lets the 3 fly. That one's not going to go. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Here's Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Forbes. Bucks passing it around. Embiid with the steal. Curry attacking. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Yeah, he continues to improve as a passer. The sky's the limit for Embiid and his all-around game.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Lopez finds DiVincenzo. Middleton on the wing. And it's off from 3-point range. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
And Embiid gets it to go.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Philadelphia.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
back to Green.
Hey, look at yours, look at yours.
Pass to Curry. Misses the three. And it's Milwaukee's ball. It's a 14-point game. The pass to Giannis. And Augustine kicks to Antetokounmpo. Now here's Middleton, guarded by Harris. Here's Antetokounmpo. Some solid defense from Harris. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. And that'll be his third foul so far.
That's his third personal foul.
Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 20-7 run. On the wing, Milton. Pass to Maxey. And Scott has it in the corner. Passes to Maxey. And a deep three from Curry. Offensive rebound. The three missed. So it's the 76ers winning this one. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
My advice to those who don't necessarily know how to get started in the social reform movement is to read, watch, and listen. There are conversations to be had, meetings to attend, and organizations to donate your time to. Those conversations might necessarily not be the most comfortable, but the fact that you're having them leads to growth. As far as fighting social injustices,
Welcome to the NBA on DH.
Hey, Kevin. What?
It does indeed. Thanks, David. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
So the Nets starting five. Durant is out there with Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the two-guard spot. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons, and it's Green in at the three. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Here's Embiid. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
Back to Green. Philadelphia moving the ball around. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. The dish to Embiid. Pass to Harris. Tries yet again. And it's good on the way in.
How about the tenaciousness on that play from Harris? That's the brand of toughness they want from him every night.
Harris kicks to Irving. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Harden against Simmons. For the three. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Simmons looking around. Simmons on the wing. And Simmons slams it in.
And Simmons really using his insane athleticism on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who really carves up the defense.
Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Shot clock at 5. Curry passes to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
Jordan, high post. Durant. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Green finds Curry. Takes the 13-footer. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Philadelphia leading by 5. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And here comes Harden leading the fast break. And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
In the corner, Simmons with it. On the wing, Green. Harris against KD. Here's Embiid. Stolen by Durant. And they're moving it up. Irving with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Philadelphia. It's a three-point game. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues, and give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. 76ers ahead, leading by 3. Live.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Durant. Landry Shamet is out there with Brown. Then there's Green. And it's Luwawu in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
I'll tell you, Deeps.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Brown outside. Shamet finds Durant. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The 76ers leading by 3.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
Here's Luwawu. And the 3 off target. The 76ers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Howard, the pass to Korkmaz. Back to Howard. Fires from deep. Tries again. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Howard's got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers. KD looking around. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Ben Simmons comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's James Harden in for Landry Shamet. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And that'll give them a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Was shot by Jordan, no good. Philadelphia leading by 7. Outside, Simmons. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Jordan. Here's the break. Here's Luwawu, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Nets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
And he makes the first. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Harris dishes to Howard. Harris passes to Green. Simmons against Harden. Simmons' shot is good. Simmons got his second bucket of the night.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Harden kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Irving with a clean look. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Irving's got 8 points.
As soon as Kyrie Irving crosses half court, you have got to guard him, and you've got to be balanced because this guy is an effective, dominant offensive presence.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
The kick out to Irving. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And he's good on the three ball. Irving's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Nets. Harden against Simmons. Passes it to Green. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Guys, let's remember, Danny Green was waived not just once, twice. But I love that he didn't put his head down. And ultimately, he wins his first championship with the 2014 Spurs. And what a valuable piece he remains.
The deep three from Harden. No good on the quick three.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is for the 76ers. The first quarter was pretty even. And Joel Embiid. Thanks for joining.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the three spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
And we know this. When Kyrie Irving starts to get going on the offensive end, he's really tough to contain. An incredible scorer because you know he can hurt you from any area of the floor.
Embiid, the pass to Curry. And the shot goes down. Curry's got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
The tray. That shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. Durant kicks to Harris. Harden has a wide-open look. His three-pointer's off the mark. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Leading by 5. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that will be the third of 5 straight played at home.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Simmons inside. Guarded by Harden.
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size.
On the wing, Harris. Nets passing it around to the paint. Jordan kicks to Harris. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 4 assists now tonight. Pass to Embiid. That one, no good. Jordan with some nice D. Outside Durant. And stolen by Simmons. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Harris. Shake Milton comes in for Green. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Milton. Great D that time from Green.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
But they get it back. The pass to Shamet. Outside Durant. Back to Shamet. Just 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. A 3-ball. Unable to get that one.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Embiid finds Thybulle. Milton with it. To the middle. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Now a chance to see the numbers for Embiid. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. Averaging 32 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. Pass to Maxey. Here's Howard. Great D that time from Durant.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
They get a hand on it. At the top of the key, Korkmaz. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
76ers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here is Durant. He has 7. It's Brown on the wing. Back to Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
With his length and his size, how easy does KD make that dunk look?
And here's Maxey. No points in the game yet for him. Thybulle on the wing. Pass to Maxey. To the left wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Milton, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Irving finds Harris. Here's Shamet. And a miss there on the triple. And they're on the break. From Deep three-point range. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. 76ers lead by 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Harris. Jordan is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. And it's Irving at the point guard position.
Well, he is tailor-made for the catch-and-shoot game. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter.
And Simmons kicks to Green. Pass to Harris. Simmons on the wing. Outside, Green. It's Curry outside. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Irving looking for an opening. Brown the pass to Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. Irving can't get it to go.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
In the corner, Simmons with it. And there's the pass to Harris. Curry is inside. Brown's there. It's good on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 1.
Intent on keeping that possession alive, Simmons uses his height to his advantage.
Irving up top, guarded by Curry. Embiid with the steal. Here's Simmons over Irving. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
The first pick in the 2016 NBA draft, Simmons has been a phenomenal addition to our league.
James Harden, he's checked in for the Nets. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Harris kicks to Green. To the paint, here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, we've seen that a time or two for Mr. DeAndre Jordan. Nice, easy finish with that dunk.
Pass to Simmons. Curry on the wing. Covered by Irving. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Outside, Green. Fires the 3. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Jordan. Irving's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
To the inside. And Jordan sends it back.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Outside, Green. And Curry has it in the corner. Passes it to Simmons. Here's Curry. On the wing, Green. Shot clock at 5. Inside. Outside for Simmons. And here's Harris from the arc. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Nets have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. 3-pointer. Rebound by the 76ers. 1:46 left to play here in the fourth. And Simmons slams it in.
Love how Simmons commands the ball, especially in the big moment.
Outside, Green. Down low, here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, DJ with the fearless opportunity, boy. What a shot.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Simmons against Harden. Right block shot. Another shot out to Harris. Pass to Curry. On the wing, Harris. Back to Curry. And here's Embiid. Covered by Irving. And Embiid throws it down.
And there is no back down in Joel Embiid. He is ready to rise to the occasion in the big moments.
Harden outside. The kick out to Irving. Right between the eyes.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment. Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Misses the three. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
And Jordan sends it back. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Irving for three. He can't get it to go. And Philadelphia the other way now.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from three.
And the Nets with possession here. It's a one-point game. Irving passes to Harris. Back to Irving. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
That's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with a win.
7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Durant for three. The shot, no good. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
Back to the My Team Unlimited tournament. We're heading into round 4 console finals.
It's a whole different battle now. You got two favorites that are now playing each other.
On the Xbox side,
here we go. And there's another hoop.
Ty Debo proved to be too much as he rolled on to a 26-point win over the reigning.
Ah, that's beautiful. A view of the stunning and historic City Hall. Welcome, everyone. And we've got...
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. And it's Capella in at the center filling out the middle. And for the 76ers, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the small forward. Took him no time at all on that one. Young's got the first points up on the board for the Hawks. Greg, the two words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple of things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
You bring up some great points. On the wing, Harris. Back to Simmons. It's deflected. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two.
Tipped away, and Atlanta has possession.
Who's got credit?
Young up top, guarded by Simmons. Young passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
Here's Reddish, and Reddish with the slam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists, and also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
And they get it back.
And who draws more fouls than Embiid? Very few players, if any. Too much size and really too much skill to defend.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Hawks. Rondo comes in for Young.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
Rebounded by the Hawks. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
And you could see them losing confidence, and it turned into a domino effect.
The pass to Maxey. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Harris. 1:53 left to play here in the first. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Maxey. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Hawks leading by 7. Rondo dishes to Reddish. Rondo passes to Gallinari. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Dwight Howard's checked in for the 76ers. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. And a change for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And yes, it's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
They get the rebound, and it's good. 2 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Maxey passes to Korkmaz. Here's Milton. Philadelphia with a new shot clock. And Embiid is right there.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Rondo kicks to Okongwu. Ball stolen. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Joel Embiid. And a switch here also for Atlanta. John Collins, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Pass to Thybulle. Out to the wing. Here's Maxey. It's deflected. 20 seconds left in the first. And finished off by Collins.
A next-level athlete with great length. Collins throws it down with ease.
Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Rondo. Puts up a 3. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Atlanta heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. And so in the game for the Hawks, Reddish out there with Trae Young. Then it's Collins. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Okongwu in at the center. Curry looking around. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There is no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And Simmons drops them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
And Young, here we go, and it's sent back by Howard.
And he's led the league in block shots on multiple occasions, and Howard's still a presence down low.
Young against Simmons. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Pass to Curry. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, and when Howard is allowed to get near the bucket, he capitalizes easily on the offensive glass. He sees the game so well.
Young, no good. The 76ers trail by 3. Goes up on the high post. Reddish grabs the rebound. And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
They generated second chance opportunities on one end, preventing them on the other end. That was the story of the game.
And the 76ers with some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Tobias Harris comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Green in for Seth Curry. Then for the Hawks, Clint Capella comes in for Okongwu. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Reddish. Here's Young, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Ben Simmons.
Fearless attacking the heart of that defense. Young is willing to take punishment to get his points.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Green finds Embiid. Philadelphia moving the ball around. That shot off the mark. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Shots good from Young.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, G.A.? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. A nice shot by Young.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Simmons passes to Green. Outside for Simmons. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Capella. Dishes it to Collins. Huerter passes to Capella, and there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. Some changes for Philadelphia. Shake Milton comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Gallinari. The 76ers trail by 6 to the middle. It's stolen by Rondo. Embiid with the steal. Milton's shot is good.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
In the corner, Huerter with it. There's 53 seconds left in the second quarter. Young with no one around. Second chance shot. It's Young on the wing. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Young's got 19 points.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Milton the pass to Embiid. And here is Milton. They kick it out to Green. Clock at 6. Here's Embiid. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Atlanta leading by 7. Here's Young. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Young with the ball. Count it. And it's an 11-point Hawks lead.
You know, defensively, you try to do everything possible to get a hand up on Young's shot, but he just ignores the contact and plays through it.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. They've lit. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He had 23 points. And
after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
With size in the backcourt, it's such an advantage. Kevin Huerter is 6'6" with a long frame.
And so he hits both.
And Kevin Huerter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
The 76ers trail by 13. Here's Harris. That one goes. Count it.
Nice bucket. The polished inside game. Something Harris relies on.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Pass to Capella. Kicks it to Collins. Young in the corner. Sinks the triple. Young's got the lead up to 14 now for the Hawks.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the basket in no time.
Back to Young. The three. Bangs home the trifecta. Young's got 29 in the game.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
Here's Young. Again, the Hawks score.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Here's Simmons, and dunks it right on top of Trae Young. Wow!
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. And the 76ers with some changes. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Danny Green. And then for Atlanta, Okongwu's checked in for Capella. And it's Gallinari in for Collins.
Fluid athlete, good hops. If Huerter can continue to do that, watch out.
Howard finds Thybulle. It's rebounded by Huerter.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
There's the pass to Gallinari. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists tonight. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Over in the corner, Reddish. From past the arc, Young's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 17. Here's Thibault. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Young outside. He dishes it to Gallinari. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And that one's good. Thibault.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
The Hawks leading by 13. Now Young. He has 31. He kicks it to Gallinari. Okongwu. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
It's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Okongwu's shot is good. And here's Maxey. Shoots a three. The shot, no good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Hawks lead by 13. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. They've got Okongwu. Reddish out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Gallinari in at the three slot. And the dunk by Embiid.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court.
Rondo finds Capella. Good D by Embiid. And so Green will bring it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 11. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Curry's checked in for Philadelphia. Simmons comes in for Maxey. John Collins, he's checked in for Atlanta. Kevin Huerter comes in for Gallinari. And Embiid with the block. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Curry. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. The Hawks leading by 11. Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops.
On the wing, Harris. Inside. Outside for Curry. Puts up a three. Here's Embiid, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Rondo scanning the floor. To the inside, Capella. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Harris.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Curry finds Harris. Back to Curry. Three-pointer. Reddish grabs the rebound. Reddish has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Young's checked in for the Hawks. Baseline jumper. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That's on Ben Simmons. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Young with the ball. Up and in on the layup. Young's got 10 points in just the second half.
The charisma, the superhuman workload. Trae Young is built for stardom.
Harris passes to Embiid. Curry dishes to Harris. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Outside for Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Embiid. Second shot opportunity. And that one is off. And Atlanta will come the other way. To the paint. And Reddish with the slam.
One thing all scouts love about Cam Reddish. For a wing, he has a huge frame that typically bodes well at this level.
Here's Embiid, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul. This goes against Atlanta. The first one falls.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
The Hawks leading by 11.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Atlanta.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Trae Young.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Maxey passes to Bradley. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. So it's Philadelphia now. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. No good from Simmons. Here's Snell. Pass to Mays. From deep. It doesn't go for him. And here's Simmons for 3. Misses there. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big David. Thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Greg.
Flash, congratulations, console finalist, as you've been saying, 50K richer too. How you feeling, man?
Man, I told everybody third time was a charm. Let's just make this show a movie just like we did last time. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Now, the third time's a charm. So you've qualified 3 times. Now you're in the championship round. What does that mean for you, and what kind of
Moments away, they gather at the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with DJ Augustin. And it's Lopez in at the 5 roaming the paint. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry. And it's Green in at the small forward position. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
And Augustin kicks to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up.
Better safe than sorry, right?
Pass to Embiid. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
He's gaining more and more confidence over time from deep. Seth Curry proving he's got touch from out there.
Back to Giannis. Not going to go that time. Simmons with the defensive effort. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now. He and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
DiVincenzo against Green. Here's Lopez. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break, and slam dunk by Harris.
Yeah, the effort and willingness to get out and run like that on the fast break endears Harris to his coaches, I'm sure.
Out to the right wing. Giannis outside. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. And Augustin kicks to Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Now the 76ers on the break. Curry's got the ball. Harris. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, you know, Harris is an active player. I mean, he's smooth and he's skilled, but he's also a guy that's got some grit and grind to him as well and gets in there and keeps possessions alive.
Augustin passes to Antetokounmpo. Green with the block. The 76ers leading by 4. Harris kicks to Simmons. Here's Curry. Here's Embiid. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, proving to be a handful once again, guys. Embiid, so tough to keep off the glass because of his agility and size.
DiVincenzo passes to Augustin. The Bucks working the ball around. Lopez left side. The shot misses. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 12-4 run. Back to Curry. No one near him. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Curry's got his third basket of the night right there.
You know, the staple of Seth Curry's game is shooting the ball off the catch.
And Augustine kicks to Middleton. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looks good from here.
Here's Harris. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Harris has got 6 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Curry on the wing. Back to Simmons. Curry on the wing. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. 76ers lead by 10. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Korkmaz is out there with Howard. Then there's Maxey. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Thibault in at the 3 slot. Connaughton passes to Craig. Jacks up a 3. That one no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Back to Connaughton. Here's Forbes. Sinks the 3-pointer. Forbes has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
You know, that's really the biggest reason Forbes is out there, guys. Find space on the perimeter and knock down the 3-point shot.
To the middle. Rob. Middleton on the wing. In the game against New Orleans, very impressive. Forbes the pass to Portis. Back to Forbes. And he overshot that one, missing.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
It's Korkmaz in the corner. Passes it to Maxey. Inside. Here's Howard. Pass to Maxey. 3-pointer on the way. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Bucks trail by 9. Craig passes to Portis. And Connaughton has it in the corner. And the pass to Portis. Back to Forbes. Lets the 3 fly. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Here's Craig. Portis kicks to Craig. Back to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
fakes. He passes to Korkmaz. Got a piece of it. Pass to Forbes. Back to Middleton. Here's Connaughton. Defended by Milton. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Back to Thibault. Milton the pass to Howard. Milton kicks to Thibault. Shot clock at 6. Back to Milton, trying to get something going. Rebounded by the Bucks. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their capabilities. That's why they're one of the top teams in the league.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Forbes the pass to Connaughton. Bucks passing it around. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
And you know, for Curry, getting into the league has been a battle for Seth. I mean, he's more established and playing with more confidence now.
The 76ers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. DJ Wilson, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Bryn Forbes. Antetokounmpo passes to Portis. Misses from close range.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. From the get-go, it was Philadelphia who came out strong. They put together some nice offense.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, Seth Curry displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer, starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. DJ Augustine out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Over in the corner, Green. He kicks it to Simmons. Middleton against Harris. Curry outside. Traps in the tray. Curry's got 13.
And when Seth Curry gets hot like this, that basket just continues to expand. You got to keep feeding him if he's this hot.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it. And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
Simmons left side. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That one misses. And Milwaukee the other way now. DiVincenzo kicks to Augustine. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Count it, and the foul. That one on Harris.
Boy, for such a young player, The razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Curry, and Maxey subbed in for Danny Green. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Embiid. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Back to DiVincenzo. Out left of the wing. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The 76ers trail. Got a piece of it. Down low. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it. The fast break chance. Augustine, that's good.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
Here's Korkmaz. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Forbes dishes to Giannis. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. To the inside. Fast break, Philadelphia. Maxey passes to Korkmaz. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Augustine from outside. Rebounded by Howard. The 76ers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break.
And the long reach of Antetokounmpo, I mean, stretches for days. And because of that, he's excellent at challenging shots.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. Free throw good. Giannis. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. The Bucks also changing it up. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Augustine. They get it back. Embiid. And stolen by Portis. Here's Antetokounmpo. Back to Portis. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Tries again. No good on the shot. Simmons with the defensive effort. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds. Well, they say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got 16.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Middleton on the wing. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Chalk up 2 there. Giannis has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bucks. Now here's Green. Outside, Simmons. The dish to Embiid.
When he's got ideal.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Torrey Craig. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Left side, Harris. Outside, Simmons. To the middle, stolen by Middleton. And here's the break. Here's Antetokounmpo. Count the bucket. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Thank you, David. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. For 3, Middleton. Good on the triple. Middleton's got the lead up to 7 now for Milwaukee.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, that means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
Right wing. Connaughton passes to Lopez. Here's Giannis, and the rejection by Embiid.
You look at this combination of reach and timing, it makes Embiid a superb shot blocker.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Milton's checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Bryn Forbes comes in for Pat Connaughton, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Green.
Seth Curry.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Passes to Augustine. Now Middleton to the right side. And here's Augustine. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
And it's the Bucks ball. They're on a 15-5 run here. Pass to Lopez. Here's Forbes. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bucks lead by 12.
You know, Antetokounmpo, for all of his skills and talent, he's a worker. This guy likes to grind and takes a lot of pride in outworking people on the board.
The 76ers again can't hit it. Bucks leading by 12. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Curry on the wing. Lets it go from deep. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Really like the attitude from Embiid. I mean, he's sending a message that you better put a body on him. When you don't, he does this.
Back to Augustine. The pass to Middleton. Kicks to Augustine. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. 5 on the clock. Back to Middleton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Bucks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And asserting themselves up front here, guys. They'll be taking the front end of a 4-game season series between these two. They've got to feel good about getting the upper hand tonight against the Sixers.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks.